YouTube, what is good? We're not wasting time. From now on these videos, I'm like the baby on the verse. We coming in, we're gonna do it now. Like, comment, subscribe right now. Now that you've done that, from now on our videos, we're gonna come straight in. We're gonna like, comment, subscribe. We're going straight to the video. Y'all see the title, y'all know what we're reacting to. Let's do it.
Hotboii and Glock 9 are two of the hottest up-and-coming rappers out of Florida. They started off as homies, but later became rivals. And now they turned the streets of Orlando into a bloody war zone. Let's get into what went down. Hotboii grew up on the west side of Orlando. He was inspired by artists like Lil Wayne and Kodak Black and started rapping himself at just 7 years old. His mom noticed his talent and started helping him release songs on YouTube and SoundCloud in 2016. Hotboii's track Switcheroo had gained him some attention locally, but he was sitting in juvie for breaking and answering, so he couldn't capitalize on the buzz. Even though he was locked up, Hotboii kept working on his raps and really took music seriously once he got out.
If you listen to Hotboii, comment below your favorite Hotboii song right now.
When Hotboii got released in 2018, he went straight to the studio and started recording new music. He dropped a video for the track Life of a Dog, which put him back on the map. But even though he was more focused on his career, Hotboii was still in the streets and affiliated with a gang called 438. Around that same time, another Orlando rapper named Glock 9 was starting to blow up too.
I know Glock too.
Like Hotboii, Glock 9 started rapping at a very young age. He had a passion for music, but that didn't stop him from getting into trouble. Growing up, his dad was in and out of jail, and he was raised by his mom. So Glock 9 was in the streets at a young age and got arrested 12 times before he even turned 18.
Damn.
When he was 15, Glock 9 got arrested for shooting and hospitalizing another teenager. According to investigators, it was an accidental shooting, but he was still charged with aggravated battery with a firearm and unlawful discharge of a firearm. Glock 9 had a lot of legal issues going on at the time, but he was still working on his music. He dropped 3 mixtapes in 2018, which earned him a deal with Cash Money Records and Republic Records the same year.
I had no idea he was
Hotboii and Glock 9 was
Money.
both making waves in the industry and close to breaking into the mainstream. At first, they was cool with each other.
I know he was
dropped a song together.
I know that he was a football player. I know that for sure. I know he used to play football because they don't want to. I actually know about this beef a little bit. This is teaching me more, but I know a little more. I already know about it, you know?
In 2018, but then something sparked a beef between them that spilled over from rap into real violence in the streets. According to Hotboii, the beef started after Glock 9 got jealous of his success. No one knows exactly who started it all, but the two rappers started going at each other on social media. And not before long, AFNF and 438 was in an all-out war. The first victim of the war was a 438 affiliate named Wolf Luther King Luma. In April 2020, he was shot at a house party by an AFNF affiliate named Demetrius Cox. By the time the police got there, Luma was already taken to the hospital, but later died from his injuries. 11 days later, a memorial for Luma was shot up by members of AFNF, leaving 3 injured and 1 dead. Dexter Rents was a high school football star who was just 1 month away from enrolling at the University of Louisville on a scholarship, but he got killed before he could achieve his dreams. Rents had no gang ties, but he was friends with Hotboii and Luma. His younger brother Derek tried to save his life with CPR and later told reporters what happened. They were at my daddy's house on Elise Street, right across the street from, I guess, the apartment house where these guys were shooting. These guys just were doing a drive-by and let off rounds. It hit Dexter, but it was not targeted for Dexter. He got shot on his left side. The guys let off over 15 rounds. This was all from some rap beef, I guess. The main suspect from the shooting was an AFNF member named Jeremiah Robinson. But before the police could arrest him, he was allegedly shot in the head by 438 second in command, Van Sean Sands. On July 7, 2020, Robinson and another AFNF member targeted the house where Sands was staying. Sands was getting out of his car when the AFNF members pulled.
I don't know, bro. I just ain't never been in no beef that bad. Me personally, I've never been into a beef that was like that, where niggas just hopping out and it's up. It's on that level, like it's up.
And started letting off shots. But when you really about that life, you always
it can't come down. It stays up.
So Sands pulled out his own rifle, hitting Robinson in the head and the other AFNF affiliate in the hand. Since investigators believe Sands was defending himself, he was just charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon instead of murder. A few days after Sands killed Robinson, Glock 9's car was lit up with bullets while it was parked outside of a house. But he was already gone by the time police arrived and was allegedly on his way to kill another rapper named Cudham Reese. Glock 9 and his affiliates allegedly let off over 100 rounds in Cudham Reese's house. Reese wasn't even there at the time, but his mom and sister was, and they later said they saw Glock 9 before the shooting started. It turns out they was able to identify Glock 9 because they all related. Cudham Reese and Glock 9 are blood cousins, but at this point, that didn't even matter.
K Flock and D thing.
Glock 9 was ready to kill anyone he thought was an enemy, even if they was family. A warrant was put out for Glock 9, but Cut and Reese tried to kill him before the cops got to him. A few days after his house was shot up, he and some other 438 affiliates allegedly pulled up to Glock 9's aunt's house and riddled it with bullets. No one was hurt during the shooting, but it was obvious the violence wasn't going to stop. It wasn't just gang members getting shot and dying. A bunch of innocent people got caught in the crossfire, including a 3-year-old boy named Taquan James Felix Jr., who was hit during a drive-by. Orlando was becoming deadlier every day, and the cops was desperate to put an end to it. A special investigation called Operation X-Force was created to bring down AFNF and 438. The cops used wiretaps, informants, and more to gather evidence. But while they was working to build a case, the violence in the streets never stopped. In October 2020, Glock 9 was at a mall in Orlando. According to police reports, 2 men in a white BMW circled the parking lot looking for his whip. When they found it, they sat and waited for Glock 9 to come out. When they saw him walking towards his car, they pulled up on him, and one of them started letting off shots. Glock 9 and his homies ducked for cover, while everyone else in the parking lot panicked and tried to get away. No one was hit during the shooting, but Glock 9 already had a warrant out for his arrest.
So in real life, they legitimately like hate each other. Broad daylight, y'all seen this man at the mall. It's like, this time, we gotta smash him right now. It's time.
And got booked by the cops
really
at the
hate each
scene.
other.
He was charged with carrying a gun as a felon. Then police found out that his gun was used in other shootings too. The shooting at the mall put even more pressure on the cops to do something about the gang violence. The body count was going to keep climbing, and police informants reported that hits was being put out on both sides. Operation X-Force used informants and wiretaps to uncover how the gangs operated. 438 and AFNF was smuggling guns, drugs, and money. Both gangs was being run like organized crime families, and the cops knew they had to bring everything they had if they wanted to stop them. They started building a RICO case against the gangs, and over a 9-month-long investigation, they ended up arresting 34 suspects on everything from attempted murder to racketeering. The RICO case targeted 438 and AFNF, and now both gangs have lost a lot of power in Orlando. Hotboi's facing charges for racketeering and conspiracy to commit racketeering, but he's out on bond while he awaits trial. His right-hand man, Van Sean Sands, is also facing 2 racketeering charges. Glock 9 was sentenced to 7 years in prison for identity theft and a weapons charge.
I didn't even know
the
he got
identity
sentenced.
theft charge came after he was caught using someone else's name and social security number to get a $10,000 PPP loan that was meant to help small businesses during the COVID pandemic. If that wasn't bad enough, he might have even more time added to his sentence because he's still facing the second-degree murder and racketeering charge. Glock 9 and Hotboii had a lot of potential to make it out of the streets and make a living off their music, but they did everything possible to throw it all away over a pointless beef. At this point, both sides have lost too many.
We'll stop right there. Let me get this straight. But all the crime that you're accused of, you get caught for a PPP loan. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know how we get in the video. We out, man.
All right.